It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the two teams who met in Super Bowl 22. It's the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Carter, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. Austin Eckler now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jayden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays, but he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Second and 11. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a first down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. And here comes 3rd down. Off the zone read, Daniels gonna hang on to it. And he's gonna be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight and go get that first down himself.
There he goes again. Throwing on second down, Daniels. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
Now Dan Quinn will send out the field goal unit. This one from 49. No issues there. This one is good. And the Commanders are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
Play action now. It's Nix. He's going to air this out for Dick. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
He might be a tight end by position definition, Mike, but this guy is a bona fide playmaker with the ball in his hands, and we're just seeing this more and more across the league. These guys have such a natural ability to pick up yards after the catch, and man, it does wonders for an offense when you don't always have to throw the ball far to pick up big gains.
Here's a first carry for their running back. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Second and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his big tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos move out to a 7-3 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders offense gonna take over now for the second time. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. They'll go play action here with Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. A big play there for Washington. 35 yards.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
The receiver did his part. He creates really nice separation at the top of the route, but he just runs out of room on the sideline. I think the quarterback's thinking, get that ball out of my hand a little bit quicker, and I got myself a completion.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders are back within 1. It's 7-6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for their second possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. This one is caught by Gallup. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Daniels now on 1st down. Samuel has it working the middle. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll get this complete to Gallup. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to be taken down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Zane Gonzalez on for the... He's got it. And the Commanders are in the lead by the score of 13-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now it's Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. 13-7 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he's going to get it. 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A pickup there of 28 yards.
This receiver went a long way to catch this ball. He started all the way out on the left side of the formation, and look where he catches it, Mike. He's all the way on the right side of the field. He just continued to work through those open zones, eventually found one, and the quarterback was able to put it on him for a nice gain.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Here's Dobbins.
Really nice job here by the offense getting back that penalty yardage they lost on first down. And typically the rule of thumb is let's pick up half. Let's make second down more manageable. In this case, they do that and some, and now they're in good spot on second down.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They send Sutton in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. They'll throw. It's Nix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They send Sutton in motion. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up 4th down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will cut the lead from 6 down to 3. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. The tight end Ertz in motion. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Has his man, it's Samuel. And he will go all the way. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Gonzalez now for the point after. He's got it. And the Commanders add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the 2nd half.
The Broncos bringing out their punter. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Deebo Samuel making their way out. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. On play action, Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Third and 5. Play action. Here's Daniels. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Might be wise for this quarterback to try somebody else in coverage here, Mike. This guy's known for being a savvy playmaker once the ball's in the air, and he showed why by swatting that ball away, and he's going to pick up a PBU on the stat sheet.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. And back deep is Marvin Mims. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll stick with him again. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. A run with Dobbins. And he's going to be very close to a 1st down. That's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Play action now. It's Nix. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
On comes the punter now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. Just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
It is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
So the two components to a scramble drill, Mike, is the quarterback has to buy time with his legs, and then all of the receivers need to second reaction and come open downfield late. And he bought time, but nobody was able to separate, and there's nowhere to go with the ball.
Here's Tress Way now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. First and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
In what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
This one complete to Bryant. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Denver. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Daniels now going to look to throw. This one is caught by Gallup. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To the air again is Daniels. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. The Commanders going to send out their field goal unit. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Commanders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Now to throw it here on first down. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Commanders got a strong first half out of their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. These two teams leave in the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. Greg, simply put, they've been off their game right from the jump.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just the way the game goes, and you can't really put your finger on it, but you feel good coming out of the week of practice. You feel really good about your game plan, and then once the ball's kicked off, nothing seems to work, and it's very frustrating because you can look great one week, and then the next week be completely taken out of your game.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. They try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball, but let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. To throw is Nix. He finds his man, Troutman. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
Second down and 8. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Penalty yardage made this much easier to convert. They now face 3rd and 2. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up 1st down. They'll throw. It's Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Here's Nix to throw. Ingram able to get open, makes the catch. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They send Sutton in motion. They run on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Broncos. Lutz for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos are back within 6. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. Half midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
And that's a heck of a return right there. I mean, he's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run, and they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
The home team's offense, and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga, on the tackle. Second and 7. On the toss, they'll run. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. The motion man here is McLaurin. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
Well, this is why the head coach makes the big bucks, Mike, to make decisions like that. I think at this point in the 3rd quarter, you have a chance to really make a statement by coming away with 6. I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going for it on here on 4th down. I'm being aggressive.
The Commanders going to send out their field goal unit. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
2nd down. Nix. Out quickly there to Sutton. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Out wide, it's McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down, but there is a flag on the field. You wonder if that was a push-off. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now he'll run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. A pickup of 21 on that connection. 1st down, Washington. On play action, Daniels. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
To say football is a game of inches may be an understatement after that last play. I mean, if he gets there just a little bit quicker, he can get 2 hands on it and reel it in. And instead of just forcing the incomplete, he could have had himself a pick.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. They'll motion over Samuel. Daniels gonna throw again. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. On 2nd down, it's Nix. He finds his tight end, Ingram. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll try to run for it.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either the ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
On 1st down, Daniels. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive lineman like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read 1, read 2, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive linemen a little bit.
The Commanders about to send this one away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. A fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now it's Dobbins. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff, and that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to throw is Nix. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Throwing is Nix. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Not a lot on that one. He'll take it down to the 36. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. Here's 3rd and 2. They send Sutton in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the 1st down. They'll go play action with Nix. That one knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there by the defender, able to get his hand up on that ball and break up the pass. And frankly, if he's able to come down with that catch, he'd be playing offense.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for, but in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Nix to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Davis going in motion. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Daniels. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here's 2nd and 2. The tight end Ertz in motion. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
Samuel has it on the slant. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. The Commanders going to send out their field goal unit. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Throwing, Nix. Open man is Davis. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Nick's gonna throw for it. That's taken in. He's gonna have a Broncos first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games, but as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Play action now. It's Nix. And this ball incomplete on third down. And it comes to 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he is going to have the Broncos first down. And more. It'll wind up a gain of 5 on 4th and 2. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. Here comes second down. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end Ingram. This crowd into it now. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to have a Broncos first down. They find a way to convert on 4th down and pick up 10 yards. Back to throw is Nix. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Second down and 8. Now Nick's going to look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. And the crowd a major factor now as we get to third down. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal. Throwing is Nix. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
So now a big play here for the Broncos. They're going to line up and go for 2. A run with Dobbins. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Here's 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2 and E. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.